You know, the toy community wouldn't be anything without you people, and I appreciate you. But thank you very much for coming. I appreciate it so. We appreciate it so much. Thanks, Bwana and Rampage.
I'm Paul Kaiju. I'm a toy maker, currently residing in sunny San Diego, making toys. And here we were at Summer Slime 2023. The event went smooth, lots of cool people, lots of familiar faces, and lots of new faces. And basically people that all love sofvi in all its beautiful forms, and mine and Bwana's and Jon Rampage too.
Summer Slime was originally Paul's event. So Paul would do an event. A few years into him doing his own event, he invited Bwana to be part of the event. And at that time, Bwana and I had already started working together a bit on various projects. And I was living abroad, and then when I moved back, Paul reached out to me and asked me to join the group. Bwana and Paul are like the top of the top in the American soft vinyl scene. So like hanging out with them is a no-brainer. Like you get asked to be in an event with those guys and you just say yeah.
From the early days, me and Bwana were like part of the few people doing it in the States. There wasn't a lot of sofvi makers in the States. Bwana came from vintage toy appeal. That's why he does it. He liked Star Wars toys and he liked Microman. I liked Microman, and I liked kind of the reverse. I thought Star Wars toys were okay. We've come from the same place. You know, they were our friends. We want to make more friends for other people.
I think a lot of people come to an event like this knowing what they want. They have a shelf full of a certain kind of thing, and they're coming to look to add to that certain kind of thing. Well, you get newer people coming in, younger people coming in, people who aren't so hardline about one thing in particular, and they might be keen on something that they just like. And that's like the best thing that can happen is someone comes along and they like what you're making.
Hi, I'm Victoria and we're at Summer Slime 2023. So I got these from Bwana Spoons. They're just stickers. And then I got the Jester from Creature Bazaar. And then I got Carnage from Rampage, and then some of his patches. And then I got also these from Rampage.
You know, it's a small event, but if you had 10 more people who were just dabbling in it for the first time and grabbing a thing or two, even if it wasn't expensive, like, you know, maybe down the line they'd have a collection of your stuff. And then you know, you'd form a relationship with them, and then they would end up being the person that had your toys lined up on their shelf, and they would go to an event to get your toys. And yeah, I think that's kind of like the only way it moves forward. Like Quang's always pushing to find new people and make new connections in different scenes between soft vinyl and other art forms and other collector scenes. He's doing all of us a service who are trying to do this as a means of making a living or as a passionate, like a passion project, whichever it might be. In Summer Slime, I don't think any of us are looking to make people jump through hoops. We want to like bring cool stuff to people and try and expand the scene. Get some new blood in, let people like decide what they like and let them have an opportunity to buy it. And so doing it in like a fun event like this, it's even better. So you're not just coming to like buy toys necessarily. You know, you're hanging out, getting tacos, drinking beer.
We are at Summer Slime 23, and my name's Eddie Kess, Ressinblood, and flew all the way here from Philadelphia to get some toys.
Is this your first time ever making it to Summer Slime?
Yes, it is. And, you know, I've seen it online for a couple years, and to have access to just look at the stuff all at once and get an exclusive, you know. This is a Creature Bazaar toy that's just like one of a kind. It's awesome. This Bazinga is really nice. But I like this ice cream cone. This is where it's at. Just the whole thing is just amazing. Softy.
There are guys out there that run little private shops. They have followings big enough to attract a crowd to like their own spaces. In Japan, there's like the Kaiju salon that's run by Pico Pico, and they do events, little events there, selling stuff made by local guys like Blobpuss. I mean, like Decon's the biggest thing here in the States, drawing people, and 5 Points is the biggest event on the East Coast. But in terms of like backyard events like this, like sort of like more punk rock sort of stuff, I mean, this really sort of takes the cake.
People really appreciate what we bring, and we all work really hard up to this event. And, you know, a lot of events have come and gone, but this one always stands strong in our hearts, you know, because this is where we like to give.
Hey,
We're very
I love the toy community. The toy community is amazing. And Quang, thanks so much for hosting us. It's incredible. The Creature Bazaar guys are just awesome. I paint with them and we hang out, and we're like a hobby family. It's great.
I remember the first time I ever saw a sofvi kaiju, I didn't even know the name of it, but I made up my own stuff about it. It was my own character that I imagined it being until I discovered the name and the show it was from. You know, there's people maybe a little younger than me, and some super young, but they all seem to get it. They all seem to get this appeal out of it.
I'm here just because I really like the atmosphere. Me and my stepdad collect the figurines. My stepdad started collecting them a couple years ago, and then he would just buy like little mini ones for me. So I started just collecting them slowly and just building up my collection. And I really like how creative the people that make them are.
I really like seeing young people getting into it, because yeah, that's how I started, was enjoying it when I was 12, is looking at these slightly crude vinyl figurines and seeing the kind of magic in them. And there's a lot of people too that want to make them and want to understand where that magic comes from.
Do you plan on coming back to Summer Slime?
Absolutely. It's a good time. It's a good community, people hanging out. Very good.
Yeah, I think we'll come like yearly to every Summer Slime that they have, which is really cool.
I come out here every year mostly excited to hang out with my friends that I do the event with. My favorite part is like being in this cluttered mess of an area. It's like big kids' playground, you know, like art class, but we're all, you know, quote unquote artists. So, you know, we throw ideas around. There have been dozens of projects that happened because we sat here for hours just shooting the shit and talking smack and deciding what we liked or didn't like. I mean, the best part is hanging out with these guys.
I'd love to thank everyone who came out. I'd love to thank the toy community in general, and anyone new. You're part of it. Don't let anyone alienate you or tell you what to collect. You like what you like. That makes you you. Be you. Don't be what other people think you should be by telling you what to collect. Enjoy everything you got. We are the luckiest kids in the universe, all of us. Even though I'm 57, I feel like a lucky kid in the universe, pretty much still.